I'm vaxxed, waxed, and ready to enjoy my first unmasked fancy dining experience in Connecticut. Oh no, I ordered the prix. Why am I getting a Lunchable and soda? Turns out overpaying for low-quality services is the norm in Connecticut, where even people in prison are getting overcharged for basic services like phone calls. So I sat down for lunch, if you can call it that, with Bianca Tylek of Worth Rises, a nonprofit dismantling the $80 billion prison industry, one phone call at a time.
How is Connecticut making money off of incarcerated people, other than, free labor and incredibly expensive commissary food?
The prison telecom industry is a $1.4 billion industry entirely around communication of people inside with their loved ones outside.
How much would a 15-minute phone call cost?
Here in Connecticut, it can cost as much as $5. So imagine one 15-minute phone call a day. Ask yourself, should $1 a minute, the cost of a phone call, prevent a parent who wants to parent from parenting their child? And on the other side, if you are interested in public safety, if you are interested in seeing people return and thrive and become really pragmatic part of society, it's a win-win for everyone.
But right now, it's mostly a win-win for Connecticut, who pockets nearly $7 million a year on their predatory phone calls, which are the costliest in the nation. But despite paying top-shelf costs, the calls are bottom-shelf quality. Allow me to demonstrate.
Can you tell us a little bit about...
You are now in an interview with Samantha B.
This is what we call sound terrorism.
I feel like...
We're just interrupting this interview to show how annoying this is.
At least it's not beeping at you.
Oh, God. How do people...
Now imagine telling you something really serious.
Like having a really deep conversation about...
Grandma just died.
This interruption just cost you 15 cents.
Can I Venmo you?
But Connecticut isn't doing this alone. Like every true crime story, there's a sneaky accomplice. And for Connecticut, it's a company with a monopoly over its prison telecom industry named Securus.
It really sounds like the shell company of the bad guy in a Marvel movie.
Securus brings in over $700 million a year. They're owned by the CEO and founder of Platinum Equity, Tom Gores.
Who is Tom Gores, and why do I already dislike him so much?
Tom Gores is also the billionaire owner of the Detroit Pistons.
Oh my God. And how does Securus respond to the work that you're trying to do?
They're our biggest fans.
Just by the sidelines, cheerleading you on.
It's okay, Tom Gores wouldn't look cute in a cheerleading outfit anyway. And while he, Securus, and Connecticut are getting rich, the people they're cashing in on are hoping Bianca can make a real difference.
I am a mother of a formerly incarcerated son.
I've spent 31 years of my life incarcerated.
While I was incarcerated, I had to depend on these phone calls. It was basically my lifeline.
It came before the rent, it came before the groceries, it came before gas money, it came before everything. I would die if I couldn't speak to my son and something is going on with him that I don't know about, but I could sit in the dark and do that. I can be hungry and do that.
I'll tell you what, when you don't hear someone get to tell you that they love you or that they care and all you hearing is screaming all day long, I can't even describe it. I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
Why not? It's fun to scream at Tom. But fine, what else would people like to say to him?
You're a billionaire, because there were times I didn't eat. You're a billionaire because times that my lights went off. You're a billionaire off my back.
A lot of these people that you're exploiting and taking advantage of, they probably like the Pistons. They probably like the Pistons more if you make some phone calls free or something like that. I mean, who knows? I won't like the Pistons because I'm a Lakers fan.
The Pistons may suck, but Connecticut doesn't have to. Communication doesn't just help individuals, it helps entire communities.
Communication definitely reduces recidivism. I needed that encouragement, and also when preparing to be released, I needed to talk to people, so I had a realistic view of when I got out.
The safer, fairer, healthier Connecticut is when individuals who have completed their sentence and paid their debt to society come home, become productive members of that society and that community.
Bianca and her team at Worth Rises are working to pass Senate Bill 972, which would create free communication for incarcerated people. But because it's the Connecticut Senate, she's gonna need some help.
But really need everyone to come through to get this across the finish line. It's not just criminal justice. It's not even just economic justice. It's gender justice. It's racial justice. It is all those pieces come together.
I got chills, not from the weather, from you.
Connecting families is so important this Mother's Day. So this year, give the gift of justice and help Worth Rises pass Bill 972 or help make phone calls free in your state. It won't smell as good as flowers, but it'll last a lot longer.
Aw, thanks for watching. If you'd like to hear more from Full Frontal, hit subscribe and visit our page for more videos. Or if you'd like to be radicalized, leave YouTube on autoplay.